Good morning. It is Saturday, May the 3rd, and this is Big Cedar Creek on the Ouachita Trail. I got here last night, camped right between the Big Cedar Trailhead parking lot and this creek, and now I'm crossing this baby. And then I am going to do a loop that includes winding stair shelter, and then on around to the eastern half of the Billy Creek loop, and then back to here. And that'll be my day tomorrow. See how far I get. It's about, I think, 20 miles total. Right now, this creek even has a little side piece coming in. It's been raining here, so should be plenty of water. I made it. I did not rock hop though. Most people would have, but the rocks were wet, slick, so I said no. I'm too old for that. But it wasn't too high at all, like knee high at the most. And now I'm about to make a giant climb all the way up to Winding Stair Shelter. 5 miles away. I bet there'll be something else to talk about before then, though. Down here, very popular campsite. Got Big Cedar right there, and that's a super deep pool right there for swimming. But as you can see right here, in the wet times, there's a creek running right here. So, very difficult to find a good place to poop, which makes it not a great campsite for me. But if you don't have to poop immediately in the morning, a good one. Plenty of water access. And the trail is up here. The sun is arisen too. It's gonna be a beautiful day. I think high of 70, low 50. Perfect. I completely forgot about this lonely rock glacier crossing in this section. When you think you're all done with them in section 1, here's another. But I'm excited. Something I forgot. Obviously, I did this section on my through hike, but soggy. Soggy with one hand. Ooh, okay. Did this section on my through hike, but I can't remember ever doing it another time. And I'm pretty sure I've section hiked the whole trail too. So I think I just don't remember the second time. But I've never hiked it this way that I can remember. So it's kind of sort of new territory for me. Coming around this holler, hitting that glacier. Here she is, the glacier. Goes all the way up to the top. We cross here, all the way down into that holler. A little bit of a view. I think that might be Wilton over there. Maybe not. Here we go across. And keep in mind, it is a rock hop, but all the rocks move. So it's more like a rodeo than a hop. I've been climbing up, and this sign says Red Spring. And I came up this trail, zagged, and the Ouachita goes that way. But Red Spring is this way. Let's go check it out. All right, I am at Red Spring. It is approximately 20 steps from that sign. Lovely path to get here. And this is it. It's Red Spring. Obviously, because it's red. If you have any metal deficiencies, it will cure you. I am not going to get water here because I still have plenty. But there's this nice PVC. I think it used to be metal, from what I remember. Maybe not. PVC connected to this guy. Giant concrete lid. Lift it up if you're He-Man. I probably won't. Yeah, plenty of water coming out of Red Spring. I have made it to whatever this road is. And this is the road I'll be coming back on to this spot. But I am at the top of this mountain. Looks like there's a nice cleared out place to camp. And that road goes on that way. But the Ouachita heads straight across this way. Oh, maybe not. I see a blaze that says turn right. Oh, there we go. No horsies. Okay, yeah, giant place to camp, which might be an option for me. I'm pretty sure the headwaters of East Billy Creek are just down the hill this way. But I am going to risk not having water for a ways. I still have a little over a liter. I may be making a terrible mistake because I'm going to be up on the ridge for a while till I head down to Stair campground. But we'll see what I find. It's been raining. I may find a creek on the way. I don't know. If not, I'll be fine. So yeah, the Ouachita heads north from this spot. There's a no horsey sign. Eventually I'm going to hit some switchbacks to go up Winding Stair Mountain. I am now about at the top of Rough Mountain, which is just south of the climb up Winding Stair. But there's a nice little cleared out campsite up here. I foolishly thought I was climbing Winding Stair already, but wrong. Should have known. So, the big climb is coming up. Some nice white oaks up here. Nice breeze. Good camp. But no water anywhere close. So far, no water since Red Spring, which should be the case. But I'm always up for a surprise. There's Winding Stair. I keep calling it Winding Stair. It's Winding Staircase, but you know what I mean. Coming down the north side of Rough Mountain, you can see how foolish we were to think we were already on Winding Staircase. But hopefully we don't have to go too far down here to go back up. Still coming down Rough Mountain, and I just saw another human, a backpacker. He said I'm the first person he has seen in 25 miles, which meant from the start of the trail. And I said, I know. Isn't it wonderful? That's why I love the Ouachita. And he was not quite as enthused as I was. So, I don't know if he was sad and lonely or what. Uh-oh. I'll go over here. Oh, we made it. Oh, yeah. Another human. Who would have guessed it? He had a pretty big pack, a lot of stuff, so he might have been through hiking or maybe just a big section, but or maybe he just likes to carry a bunch of crap. I don't know. I didn't get into it much with him. He looked like he was on the move, so I let him be on the move. He told me I have a pretty big climb up ahead. And I said, I know, I'm excited. You probably thought I was crazy, but oh well. Give him something to think about on his hike. The crazy lady he met at mile 25. Rough Mountain is not too rough. Of course there's rocks, because Ouachitas, but not too bad so far. I am now on the little saddle between Rough Mountain and Winding Staircase. But there's another campsite here. It's got an orange clothesline, if you're into that. I believe I am finally starting my climb up Winding Stair. Lots of switchbacks. It'll be a good time. We hope. Three. Six. 9. 12. 15. 18. 21. 23. This might be the last one. We'll see. Wrong. 25. Ooh, this is like a double. 26. I'm calling it 26. Short one. $31. I am up here now. I don't think we're going all the way to the top. This could be it for switchbacks. But as we know, I can't be trusted. Let's all laugh at switchback number 23, Tina. Dumbass. Giant pile of rocks. I believe that was an old fire tower site. And a shelter. I'm stopping here. Taking a break. I decided to come up here, check out the fire tower site. Sure enough, footings are still here, but I did not realize there's a beautiful tent site. I'm hoping it's a tent site and not like the bathroom. But yeah, look at this. Grass might get a little high eventually, but oh, there's a trail. Interesting. I don't know what's going on here. Last time I just went to the shelter. Let's see where this trail takes us. I would guess down to the shelter. Yeah, this tent spot is a beauty. No idea it was here. Oh, there's a shelter over there. I think I'm on the trail heading down the hill now. Somehow. Huh. Yeah, I guess this is right. Fully confused. So this is the trail. I thought it went down more towards the shelter and then out. But yeah, last time that tent site was not there. Or did not look as appealing. All right, on to the shelter. Shelter is pristine. Fun fact, this is the only shelter I stayed at on my through hike with another person. And I use the shelters pretty often. I am heading back out on trail. Gonna head down to Talamina Drive, cross it, Winding Stair Campground, and then head west from there. Eventually to Billy Creek, which I have never walked before. So that is incredibly exciting. I am full of joy right now. I love the Ouachita. Too much, maybe. The most pleasant trail you'll ever see. And speaking of pleasant, if you are westbound on the Ouachita, the walk-up winding stair is the most pleasant. Climb up a mountain, you'll have the whole trail. I like to think it was like the last part of the trail to be completed, and the person creating the trail finally learned about switchbacks. Because it's got a lot, and it's not that steep relative to the rest of the trail, where you just go straight up and down. I am kind of chilly up here. I think it's just because I'm sweaty from climbing up the mountain, but man, the wind is kind of cold. Yeah, from the road down here up to the shelter is like an old roadbed. Super pleasant. But it gets steep. But I'll be going down the steep. Tiny waterfall. A little bit of running water here on this downhill. Looks like it gets sucked up right there though. Maybe there's a culvert, but it's not wet right here. Not wet down there. Still on the road down to the paved road. Very steep, very rocky, but not too steep, too rocky. I'm still cold. This up here at high elevation is getting me. Trying to move fast though to warm up. We can hear the road. So I came all the way down the road to the gate, and I was like, something right. So I remember the Ouachita splits off, and here you can see, and back there, blazes. There's the trail. So somehow I missed a kickoff for the trail, but ended up in the same place. And now, let's see what this sign says. Oh, horses. 6.8. Pretty dang close. So now I am at Talamina Scenic Drive. Cross it and then head in to Winding Stair campground. Car campground. And there's a backpacker campground, which I have never stayed at before. But you know, I like to avoid the car campers, if at all possible. I believe this building is a pump house for water that doesn't exist here anymore. There's not even a handle on the door. But yeah, there's no water at all in the car campground or backpacker. A human. There's a vault toilet over there though. But this is where we get back on the Ouachita. Mountaintop Trail, short trail. According to my map, this is not the little spur that I want to get to Billy Creek. So I'm still heading west on the Ouachita, along the scenic drive. Very popular with motorcycles. Over there, in that little outcropping, is where I camped this time last year on my Holson Valley loop. I've decided this mountaintop trail has nothing to do with the trail I intend on taking, because my map is still showing me a little further west before I kick back to the south. Cave. Pretty cool. Mountain lions, bears, wolverines. We don't know because we're not going up there and poking around. Last time I came through this way, it was in the dark, and I missed the cave. Some pretty cool rock, kind of bluff outcrops in this section. Oh, another cave up there. I feel like there used to be a sign on this post. Maybe a sign right there. Pink ribbon though. This is where my map is telling me to head off on this trace of a trail. So that's what I'm gonna do. Head on this one, cross over the road, and that should be Billy Creek East. There's a water cache here on a trail named for a very large creek. People love to stash water though. Oh. Okay. The creek is on the south side, so you won't have to walk over there. This is Talamina Scenic Drive. I'm gonna cross it before I get run over. Oh, we got a sign. Got blazes. We got a burn. 2021, we should be good. More water cache. Man. Probably from 1985, but here we go, Billy Creek. Oh, there's a yellow and a white. Exciting. Never been here before. There's a footprint. Could be deer. Could be pig. Probably deer. All right. New territory. Very short single track section has led us to double track. But now we got this thing and this trail. I think I'm following the white blazes, which looks like there should be two telling me to turn this way. So that's what I'm gonna do. Back to single track. Came down the hill a ways and back on double track. I think this is the same road I was on before. Oops, sorry. And I could have taken the road, but the trail was much more fun, so glad I did that. I'm hungry. As soon as I make it to this Billy Creek, I'm gonna stop, eat some food, and drink a whole bunch of water. I was stumbling down this road, half paying attention. I noticed there's blazes over there. I'm gonna have to check the map and see if I really am going that way or not. Well, I don't know where the Blaze Trail goes, but my map is telling me this is the right direction. And I should be hitting a junction soon and heading to the left. This is the most pleasant hiking day of my life. Not too hot. There's a breeze. I'm exploring brand new trail. Uh-oh. I'm heading into this. Beautiful day. All right, 30 seconds later, I come to this thing. It's a trail. This is a road. It looks like there is a white and yellow on that tree, and my map shows to go down there. I don't know what that trail is. It's got white ribbons. Oh, that's number 9 right there. Those signs way up high are horsey signs. I know that. But I'm gonna follow my map. This is the way. Looks like we're running into a lot more running water. So I should be hitting the creek soon. And I am ready for snack time. I have found Billy Creek. And that was a very steep downhill. Very rocky. Wouldn't want to drive that. But I am stopping here, taking a break, getting water. After a couple of creek crossings, there's this barbed wire fence along the side, and the road has turned into this substrate. I think I'm getting pretty close, like a mile or so from the campground. And I think this did show like a road trace still on the map, so makes sense. I mean, it's still just double track, but it's gray now, so different. Yeah, the barbed wire is following me on the left, in between me and the creek, so glad I stopped at the creek when I could. Not sure if it's private property over there or what's going on, but I don't really care. I'm not going over there. Don't need to. Following this road. Still blazed yellow and white. And there's been a few number 9 horse trail signs too. Oh, there's one coming up in that tree. This is definitely different though. Very gray. So I'm going to be on double track for quite a while. There's my number 9. So I take this into the campground and then head out on another Forest Service road until I get to the swimming hole. And then that's where the mystery starts. Looks like a whoop-de-doo coming up. Very exciting. This is the old H1 trail. No idea where it goes. Not on the map. There are an exceptional amount of water crossings that are not accurately reflected on the map. I've got 1 foot wet so far, but otherwise rock hopped. We'll see what we can do with this one. Still heading towards the campground area. We have come to a junction that says Horse Thief Spring, 5 miles. Uh-oh, car's coming. Billy Creek Spur, 1.9, Ouachita. Gotta get out of the way. Oh, no, false alarm. We're going that way. I think this is where the west side of the Billy Creek Loop. That's number 9 again. Anyway, that's where the west side comes in. Number 6, number 9 on that tree back there. There are a ton of like single track trails that come off this road. Got random markings, letters, numbers. No idea where they go to. Don't have a map for those. Should be turning left and heading into the campground. Seems wherever you want to go, number 9 will take you there. Makes sense. It's a great number. What do we have here? Looks like a car camping area. In case you didn't want to camp in the campground proper, live there. Good to know. I have never been to this Billy Creek area at all. On foot, on car, none of it. So this is all new to me and all a surprise. Besides that truck, nobody else on this road. So that makes me happy. Low water bridge. Beautiful. No rock hopping. I think there's another one coming up too. How dreamy. Uh-oh. Looks like there's water on this one. Ooh, maybe a tightrope to get across. Ugh. Not videoing my certain death walking on those. Yep, sure enough. I risk my life. Wish me luck. Made it. That was much more precarious than it seemed. Some of them were broken. Some of them were moving. There was one rock out in the middle I had to step on that was rocking. Very dangerous. But survivable. What is this road? Nobody knows. I'm still not at the campground. For walking fast road miles, the miles are not moving very fast. I found the campground. Like 1 minute after I said I still haven't made it there. As far as I know, this is a primitive campground. No services, except maybe a vault toilet. Now I need to check and see which way I'm supposed to be going. Picnic tables. That's nice. Okay. A crap load of signs. Number 9, yeah. Blue hole. Oh, that's where I'm going. This way. 2 miles to 259. That's where my car is. All right. Heading this way it is. We have made it to the turnoff. K29 is who we're looking for. We made it. The blue hole on Billy Creek. It looks very inviting. I wonder how deep it is. Only one way to find out. My time at the blue hole has come to an end. It is time to get to camp. Supposedly this road goes all the way to the ATV road that heads up to the camp by Red Spring. And I think that's where I'm going to camp tonight. Even though it's on an ATV road. I haven't seen anybody besides 2 trucks on the road I was just walking. But otherwise it's been pretty quiet, so I think I'm gonna test my luck. We'll see though. See how I feel. It's a pretty massive car camping site. Right here. Just south of the hole. And there's this. And this. I'm gonna have to figure out which one is the correct road. I decided to take my chances with the no vehicles road. What could go wrong? Horsies have been on it. Goes somewhere. I love adventure. Made it to the ATV road, which looks like a Subaru road. Maybe it gets more treacherous up the way. We will see. I just got passed by 4 mountain bikes. I was thinking this would be a fabulous road for even me to mountain bike. I'd probably have to walk some steep parts, but it will be fun. But they were hauling ass. They scared me because they splashed in a puddle, and I was like, whoa, that sounds big. It was them. 4 boys. I think I am within a mile of the camp by Red Spring. And I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, ready to be done, of course, but could still go if I need to. I think I'm going to camp there. It still unnerves me that... I didn't want
to scare you.
Oh, thanks.
There's about 10 more coming.
Oh, all right. Thanks for the warning. Whoa. Suddenly, all day, nothing. 10 more. I'm just gonna get over here and wait at this gate. I think all the mountain bikes have passed me now. There's a big pile of them bringing up the rear. I don't know if they're going out through the Ouachita or what, but looked like a good Saturday adventure to me. The road was climbing pretty good, and now we've leveled out. At some point, I'll get to stop walking. That will be wonderful. Three UTVs, which is why I didn't want to camp on this road. But they're heading out. Man, last mile of my hike is action-packed. 1,000 mountain bikes, UTVs. Hopefully they're all heading home before dark. What I do need for camping is water. And here's some. There should be some closer to camp, though. We're betting on that. All right. So I just passed where East Billy Creek headwaters were, which I believe is the closest water to the camp right up here. And it was pretty rough looking. Looks like ATVs have driven through it a million times. So, unless there's something magic right up here, I'm gonna have to camp on Big Cedar. Not the end of the world. But, as we learned this morning, wonderful campground, but no good place to poop. So I might have to roll out, pack up fast, get out of there in the morning. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't really want to drink out of Red Spring. I don't need any more metal in my life. So I caught up some of the mountain bikers again, right where you get on the Ouachita. Let them go in front of me, of course. And I am like moving slow. And somehow I caught up to them again. I was like, oh God, somebody crashed. But as I was approaching, they took off again. So I don't know what's going on. Slowest mountain bikers I ever heard of. But I can hear all the road noise now, unfortunately. But I am slowly making my way to Big Cedar Camp. Very slowly. Safety first. I have made it to camp, finally. Big Cedar, here we are. I'll put my tent right there. And then take a short bath. Tent is set up. Now, bath time. Got my lemon ginger tea made. I got shortbreads to eat. And I brush my teeth. That's about it. And I'm gonna go sleep. Everything is washed that needs to be washed. There's a UTV trail somewhere over there. But I think the creek still drowns out the sound from that and the road pretty good. Oh, I am trying out a new filter. That's my feetsies. It's the platypus. I like it. It's got the features that I put on my Sawyer, like aftermarket. It's already got them. Because this cap on the top screws in to threads on a bottle. So you can, do the gravity thing. And then it has a cap on this end, so crap doesn't get in there. And to keep things dry if you, put it in your quilt or whatever at night. But so far so good. I like it. I am in the tent. It's almost dark. I have a whole half a mile to get back to the car tomorrow. Not bad. Made it back to the trailhead. Big Cedar trailhead. There's Veronica over there. I made it a rock hop across Big Cedar Creek this time. Water was a little lower. But I'm about to make some coffee and roll out. Very good loop. I mean, everything was fantastic until like the last mile of that double track, and then the whole world showed up. But my campsite on Big Cedar Creek was beautiful. And no one stopped by to visit, so perfect weather, good trip.